Last-minute bombshell at Everton. The club reportedly favours a summer sale of their £15 million player to Everton. Meanwhile, Tyrique George opens up on his feelings about making a permanent move from Chelsea to Everton, and Sam Allardyce expresses frustration over David Moyes' move at Everton. All this and more you can check out now with the top Everton news. So make sure to like the video and check your subscription, so you don't miss any updates about the Toffees. Alright Everton fan, we might have noticed that January was a quiet window, but there are still a few deals that could happen this summer. One name on the radar is Harry Wilson. The Welsh winger was approached last month after entering the final 6 months of his Fulham contract, but the move didn't materialise as Fulham wanted to keep him until the end of the season. That said, a free transfer to Goodison Park is very much a possibility if Wilson decides not to extend his deal. At 28, he could bring creativity and experience to Everton's attacking options, which has been an area of concern this season. Another target that could excite fans is Brooke Norton-Cuffy. The England U21 right-back has been attracting attention from Juventus, Napoli, and Inter, but reports now suggest Everton are in pole position. Genoa reportedly prefer selling abroad rather than strengthening a Serie A rival. Giving Everton an advantage, the Toffees passed on Norton-Cuffy in January, feeling the 22-year-old needed more time to develop, but if he impresses in the second half of the season, a summer move for around £15 million seems realistic. There is a note of caution, though. Everton's previous experience with young right-backs hasn't always gone smoothly. Nathan Patterson, signed for £16 million at just 20, has struggled to establish himself, with David Moyes even preferring Jacob Bryan at right-back this season. For Everton fans, these potential moves are significant. Securing Norton-Cuffy could provide long-term stability at right-back, while Wilson would add depth and creativity. Both deals would reflect a measured approach from the Friedkin Group, strengthening the squad without repeating past mistakes and giving Moyes the tools to push Everton forward next season. My friend Toffee fan, what do you think about the potential signings of Wilson and Norton-Cuffy? Share your opinion in the comments below. So Toffee, Everton finally ended their transfer drought with the late addition of Tyrique George on loan from Chelsea, bringing a spark of excitement to Goodison Park. The January window was quiet for most Premier League clubs, and David Moyes had to wait until the very last moments to secure a signing. George has already been training at Finch Farm, and early footage suggests the 20-year-old is adapting quickly and impressing the coaching staff. This loan move comes with the possibility of a permanent deal in the summer, though the exact fee remains a little unclear. Reports suggest Everton have a competitive buy option in place with Chelsea, and George himself is determined to earn a long-term stay by proving himself on the pitch. His ambition is clear. He wants to make an impact and secure a permanent future at the club. The winger will now have the opportunity to showcase his talent, with questions already being asked about whether he could make his debut against Fulham this weekend. Everton fans will be watching closely to see if George can adapt to Premier League football at the highest level. The challenge is real, especially when considering Tyler Dibling's struggles to break into Moyes' starting 11. George will need to hit the ground running and prove he can handle the physical and tactical demands of the Premier League. For Everton supporters, this signing represents both excitement and hope. A young, energetic winger with the potential to grow into a key player could help address the team's creative issues out wide. If George delivers early performances that justify Moyes' trust, it could set the tone for a summer transfer window focused on strengthening the squad for next season. The spotlight is now on George to turn promise into performance. My dear Everton fan, what do you think of Tyrique George? Could he be the spark Everton needs on the wing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Listen up Everton fan, Everton find themselves at a crucial stage in the season as David Moyes' side looks to mount a serious push for European football. Currently just 6 points off 5th place Chelsea, the Blues are well within striking distance, but recent form shows there's work to do. Since the turn of the year, Everton have only won once in 6 Premier League games, dropping valuable points that could have made a real difference in the standings. Even putting aside the FA Cup exit to Sunderland, taking 6 points from a possible 15 in league matches isn't enough for a club with European ambitions. Moyes has been clear about his target, finishing in a European spot. Achieving that will require sharper performances, more consistency, and the ability to turn draws or narrow defeats into wins. That's where improvements on and off the pitch become vital. Everton have tried to strengthen their squad, bringing in Tyrique George on loan from Chelsea. The young winger adds pace, energy, and creativity to the attack, qualities the team has been lacking at times this season. How quickly he adapts and impacts games could influence Everton's final push. Off the field, there's also been discussion about Moyes changing style on the touchline. Even former manager Sam Allardyce has commented on Moyes moving away from wearing a suit on the sideline, joking that it upsets the tradition of an Everton manager's authority. Whether it's a suit or casual attire, what really matters is results, and Moyes' recent celebrations show he's still fully engaged in motivating his team. For Everton fans, the next few months are critical. The squad has the talent to challenge for Europe, but consistency and confidence will be key. Players like George could provide the spark, while Moyes must ensure the team capitalizes on opportunities. Every point counts now, and how the Blues respond in the coming fixtures will determine if a European push is realistic or just a dream. My friend Toffee fan, can the Blues turn things around and secure a European spot this season? Share your opinion in the comments below. Hey Toffee, Everton's winter transfer window didn't go exactly as planned, with several potential signings rejecting moves to Goodison Park. Youssef En-Nesyri chose a switch to Saudi Arabia over joining the Blues, while Fulham's Harry Wilson also turned down a late approach. Perhaps most notable was Sacha Boey, the Bayern Munich right-back, who snubbed Everton along with Crystal Palace and Lyon, frustrating Bayern as they were eager to offload him after a falling out with Vincent Kompany. Boey's situation highlights the challenges Everton faced in reinforcing the right-back position. At 25, the French defender was hoping for a bigger or more attractive move, but recent developments suggest he may have misjudged his options. Reports from Foot Mercato indicate Boey has ended up back to square one, returning on loan to his former club Galatasaray before the Turkish transfer deadline. This is considered a step backwards for him, given his £25.6 million move to Bayern Munich just last year. For Everton, missing out on Boey means they finished the winter window without adding a right-back, leaving Moyes with limited options in that position. It's a missed opportunity to strengthen a key defensive area, which could have a direct impact on squad rotation and performance in the coming months. However, all hope isn't lost. Galatasaray have an option to buy, but Everton could still step in during the summer if Boey himself is interested in a move to Merseyside. For fans, this saga is significant because the right-back position remains a weak spot. Securing Boey in the summer could solve that problem, but it depends on his performances in Turkey and whether Everton can convince him that Goodison Park is the right place for the next stage of his career. Until then, supporters will be watching both his progress and Everton's summer plans closely. My dear Everton fan, Boey snubbed Everton in January. Would you still want him back in the summer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is the Toffees News fan channel and I'll stop here. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. A big hug and see you in the next video.